can you please name for me a female comedian?
I don't really know any female comedian, no.
What's her name? Chelsea Peretti.
Does the lady have she's does the pregnant one? She's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And Ellen DeGeneres.
I think they're with us.
I actually don't even know.
No, I can't.
Can you name a male comedian?
Kevin Hart, Husey.
It's Ricky Gervais.
And it's so male dominated. I don't think you can really be funny or call out things in society without being called hysterical.
What She Said Comedy is an all-women's weekly stand-up comedy night. First ever possibly in Australia, but certainly in Sydney. We invite anyone who wants to get up, any women who want to get up and have a go. New women, people who've been doing it for a long time, and just make it a great space for women to network.
Sophie used to live in Chicago. I lived in London, and we both had been to like women nights in both of those places. And we're like, oh, I wonder where the Sydney one is. And that's when we were like, oh, there isn't one. There isn't one in Sydney. And that's when it was like, well, should we just think about starting our own? And we looked at venues, we found out about the Chico, and they were really up for doing it weekly. And we were like, all right, okay, well, I suppose we're doing it. And they booked us in, and we were like, all right, I guess we're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what sort of kicked it all off.
On an average lineup, there might be 9 men and the woman. There might be 10 men. It would be shocking to have even like 30% women. We've had so many women who've come to us who said they would never have tried it because it's so difficult and unfriendly and scary in most rooms. It's actually providing a place for women. The other thing that I think is really important is that women are under a lot of pressure to be really good. If you're going to be the woman on the bill, you have to be really good. And there isn't really a space, I don't think, for women to start off and slowly work their way up.
Previously, I'd spoken to a bunch of UNSW students and asked them to name their favourite female and male comedian.
Oh yeah.
And they struggled to name a female one, but quite easily found a male one.
Yes, okay, good.
Why do you think that is?
This is just a circumstance of, it's a game of numbers. You know, if we did something similar with models and said, who's your favourite female and male model? Female model will come out just like that because there's just many, many more female models. So I like to think that it's a type of a version of that. And I guess what we're trying to do is try and increase the number. Because once we've got more, then more will rise to the surface. The people with talent will end up being just as big, and then eventually you will start to much more easily pick a female comedian. Like try and name a female prime minister. That's right, there's only one, but you get the idea. There are many other male ones to choose from.
Certainly our audiences aren't all women, by far. And what's great is that you've got different comics. You've got totally different styles. It's not women all talking about how terrible men are. We've got like very satirical comics, we've got absurd comics, we've got, absolutely for everyone. But you can see, like, even to have to ask that question about is it for everyone, is we still think that when women do something, it's women's comedy, it's a chick flick, it's abnormal, it's different. So, but it's definitely for everyone.
Right now, we have a job to do, which is to get women understanding that they're funny too. We've been told over the centuries that men are the funny ones and women are the pretty ones. And I think massive generalisation, but I think we need to start chipping away at that idea that women are very funny. Women in my life, and I know others like this as well. Like my mum is hilarious, but my dad is seen as the joker, right? So my mum's, it's just how it is. Like women have a lot of humour, and it's a bit different to the typical stand-up style of like setup and punchline, but they are hilarious. And I think the more and more women that are out there being funny and helping people see that that is possible, you know, the less we'll talk about it. You know, we won't need to talk about it. It'll be so weird to talk about. That's the plan.